Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
Carvajal. Bellingham. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Tries to pass it through. That's a sharp pass. Vinicius Junior. Madrid are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Oh, what has happened here? Olise. Oh, that's a key interception. And he's forced to go back. Saliba. Koundé. For Olise. Quarter of an hour played. Thuram. Well seen. Saw that coming. Thuram.
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Oh, super find. Valverde.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Konate has got himself a free kick.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Koundé. Bellingham. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Thuram. Thuram!
Oh, it's come off the upright. Goal! France!
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Madrid are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Camavinga. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Koundé
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, super ball.
Played in.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Now, can they get him away? Tries to play it through. 15 minutes till half-time. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gives it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Valverde.
No way through there.
And it's Dembele. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Picked out brilliantly. And this is Kante. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Carvajal gets it clear. And he's quick to snatch it back.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Bellingham, spread out to the left. Camavinga. He's a sharp little ball here. That'll be a corner. Out to the left it goes. France are looking to go forward now. Bellingham. Great vision. Tchouaméni defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Can he get on the end of this? Nicked it back promptly. Opts for safety. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Somewhat off target. Tchouaméni. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Tchouaméni. Alaba. And it's Rudiger. And Carvajal. Oh, good spread. Bellingham receives it in a wide position. Out of play for a goal kick. Conte. Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He's played it back. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Played towards the other side. Carvajal. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's superb. Great ball, and he's on the finish! Against the crossbar!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Thuram looks to get on the end of this. Well, they've got it again. Mbappe. Conte. Camavinga. And the counter is on. Oh, played through for the wide man. Ah, that's a fine interception. Conte. Olise. France ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chouameni. France finding their passes. Half an hour gone in the second half. Chouameni.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Mbappe. He could be in here. Chance! That's a lovely, neat pass. Valverde. Oh, well measured. He's had a shot! Should have equalised.
Now that's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 10. El dorsal 5.
Doué wins the duel this time.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal
And that's another good win of the ball.
El dorsal 11. El dorsal 21. El dorsal 15. Cambio de jugadores.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Chouameni.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now Eder Militao. Goulet. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Rodrigo.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Endrick gets flagged offside. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Your final thoughts, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Pedri. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's shot a goal!
Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's Rice. Chance for a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Arsenal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Koundé. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Arsenal have a free kick. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Pulls off a sensational save. Arsenal have their second corner now. And he's managed to get rid. Saliba. Lewis Skelly. First quarter of an hour gone. Goes back. Nice control. Good running, strong and climbs up big! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Rice. And he's had a hit! Decent chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pedri. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Rice. It's a good spell of possession, this. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Rashford. Pedri, and the pass is intercepted. Saka carries the ball down the right. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Jesus. Pedri. Gavi. He's through here. That is good. Oh no, this does not look good. Lewandowski is flagged offside. Rafinha. And it's Rashford. Played back in. Rice.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
De Jong. So what can they make of this? Good ball, good take. Now it's Pedri. And Rafinha. Threads one in. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Kubasi. Looking tidy in possession here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pass somewhat off target.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Saka. Pedri concedes a free kick for that. It's a good 35 yards out, this. Sensational save! He's done very well to get to that.
Rice is offering a right smile there.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Aims beyond the defence, and the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
There's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rafinha. Ødegaard. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Saka. Tries to pass it through. And it's Rice. Rafinha. Gavi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Ødegaard. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Big chance! He has done it! And this is getting better and better. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
He won't be happy with that one.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.026 espectadores.
Madueke. How Kubasi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Rice goes steaming forward. Now it's Madueke. That's good play. Balde going full steam ahead down the left flank. Looking for options for movement. And he's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Saliba clears it away. Flash, it's a mighty effort! Really well taken goal. Right back in the game. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter.
Real chance!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, they could be caught out here. He's done it, Olmo. Great chance! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Rice. Just 5 minutes left. Nice sequence of passes, this.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rice. This might spell danger. Real chance here. He's shifting through the gear. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Picked out brilliantly. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati.
We have already started here.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go...
He's having a go! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And they've got a throw. It's not an especially good pass, that. Lewis Skelly. Now Subimendi. Saliba. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Subimendi. Out towards the flank. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ødegaard. Rice. Al Kubasi attempts a clearance. Still goalless at the moment. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Subimendi. Now it's Lewandowski. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Gavi. And this is Lewandowski. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Lewis Skelly does well to get it back. Looking for the run. Shapes to shoot! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, good-looking ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Good take, and is he in? Rashford. Well, they can break here. Rice, out to the right. Oh, nicely intercepted. Turns back here, probably the best option. Subimendi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, he's been shot, surely! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Gabriel Jesus knocks it out wide. Gabriel Jesus. And the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Rafinha. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Lobbed in behind, pings it across.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Jong. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Rice. And the shot, he's had a shot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. That's been slipped through. Rafinha. Oh, shot a goal! What a wonderful goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Looking to play him in. Lovely bit of skill. Cross to the back post. Cleared without hesitation. Gavi. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.026
Ball's gone out of play.
espectadores. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. el dorsal 14, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 11.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Serán sustituidos.
Now there's a fine ball.
El dorsal 7, el
Ese.
dorsal 29, el dorsal 20.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's having a shot! He's got a goal!
And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Shoots! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times.
And the finish! And that is a truly outstanding save.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Madueke can get it clear. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Saliba. He's gone for goal! Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. Big chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Pedri.
There they go, hunting again.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Madueke. Madueke tries making a foray down the right. Ah, such a clever touch. Pau Kubasi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Szczesny breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And he's forced to go back. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's clever. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's played in here. Saliba attempts a clearance.
4 minutos de descuento.
4 added minutes on the board. That's a good ball out wide. Tries to play it through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Dani Olmo. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Madueke. Lewis Skelly. And that's been intercepted.
And that's that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is... And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Shifted upfield. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Alaba.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And it's Chouameni. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Decent enough try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Araujo spots it and intercepts. Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Camavinga.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Yamal running with the ball. Oh, played right into his path. It's Lewandowski! And that is one way to get his defending done. Araujo, clearly the target here.
Well, I can imagine it's going to be quite a scramble for the ball, but we know who has the magnetic impact.
Rashford. Gavi. And now they can spring out of defence. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. And Alaba. Eder Militao. And it's Bellingham. Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Araujo does well to stand firm and defend it.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Yamal. Pedri. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to clear it. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Pedri.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Gavi. Carvajal does really well there, he is strong.
And the counter is on. Showing great feet there. Mbappe. That's tidy. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Pedri.
That has been slung wide.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Bernal. It's Gavi.
Great ball if he can get there.
Oh, look at the space here. Carvajal
Did just about enough to come out on top there.
neither party overly willing to compromise.
Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Oh, not quite.
Bellingham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Yamal on a strong run down the right. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Alaba. Throw in. Eder Militao. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Yamal.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've...
And he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
Both
dorsal
sides then
6,
taking this chance
el
to
dorsal
turn to
8,
their benches.
El dorsal 5, el dorsal 10, el dorsal 7 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 15, el dorsal 21, el
And
dorsal
that has been
19,
cleared.
el dorsal 9, el dorsal 11. Cambio de jugadores.
Brahim Diaz. This might spell danger.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Rashford. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That has been knocked clear.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Ferran Torres. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Carvajal. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. Ferran Torres is herring after that one. Now it's Dani Olmo.
He has found a way through.
Oh, he's been caught and he shoots! Has another go! Oh, it's there! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Rashford duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona are making a change now.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. And here comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. Climbs up big!
That was superb goalkeeping.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Corner number 3 coming up.
It's a mighty effort. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Played down the flank. Goulart receives it in a wide position. That's a sharp pass. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Floated through. Some resolute defending there. That's really well cleared.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good ball out wide. And it's Carvajal. Ceballos. Deep cross.
Endrick!
Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And that's that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vinicius Junior.
Now it's Mbappe.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any...
There's the shot! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Mount. And it's Menu.
Tries a measured ball, and he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Madrid leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Menu.
First quarter of an hour gone.
Mount.
Looking tidy in possession here.
He's a sharp...
Goes for a shot! No mistake! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Menu. Euro. Stood up well to him there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's got away, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chouameni.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Opts for safety. Madrid finding their passes. Some really good ball movement.
Mbappe! Bellingham! It's hit the upright.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Alaba.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Now the ball in.
Yoro deals with that comfortably.
He's on it, can he get away? Well, now here's a good battle, but decent chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Rudiger. And it's Carvajal. Eder Militao.
Quality ball.
Now it's Mbappe.
Out towards the flank.
It's Bellingham. And it's Camavinga. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where
He's trying the shot. Decent enough try.
Alaba is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Bellingham.
Vinicius Junior.
And it's Bellingham. Here's Tchouaméni.
Tchouaméni is fouled. Thinks one through. Nice interception, well timed. Shaw. Mount. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Bruno Fernandes. Goes for the shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Manchester United really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Carvajal. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Second period then underway. Menu, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Bellingham. He is through here. Delivered across. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Vinicius Junior, who does have an assist to his name. Chance! And he's done it!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Madrid get themselves into the lead. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And a chance! Really well taken goal. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
El dorsal 7.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And it's Arda Güler.
Oh, super find.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Endrick. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's a nicely shaped ball. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Chouameni,
It's a searching pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's having a go! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid with the corner, they're first.
And now they can spring out of defence. Searching pass he's played there.
Alaba. Ceballos.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Mount. Šeško. 75 minutes played. Šeško. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Played back in.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could get yielded.
Rodrigo.
He's had a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Ah, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Mount.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for a runner. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rodrigo. And here's Endrick.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. There's a quick free kick. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
The final 5 minutes. Bruno Fernandes does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
And it's Menu.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Shoots! Nicely aimed pass.
Pass somewhat off target. Šeško.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That is ended up in no man's land. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. Desperate defending required here. Bruno Fernandes plays it short. Cross to the back, he gets big!
Well, he's...
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que la tienda oficial del estadio está abierta entre semana y en días de partido.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to... And the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. France with the corner, they're first. That has been knocked clear. This looks promising, and it's Chouameni. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Valverde. And here's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Klaus. Bout of passing here, really easy. Can he finish? And again! Goal! France! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Eder Militao. Alaba. Eder Militao. And it's Carvajal. Played back into the centre. Rudiger. For Valverde. Zaire Emery producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. That's a shade optimistic. Valverde. Saliba gets over and intercepts. And here's Mbappe. And the shot's on here. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And here's Thuram. Zaire Emery receives it in a good position here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Carvajal threads one in. Opts for safety. Eder Militao. Passing is crisp and sharp. Valverde, and he's had it nicked away. Valverde unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe! And that was neither one thing nor the other.
Mbappe might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Vinicius Junior running with the ball. Played back in. Olise. Chance here to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Eder Militao calmly anticipates. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's worked it through. Valverde. And it's Chouameni. Zaire Emery.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rudiger. Vinicius Junior is onto it in a flash. Now it's Thuram. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? He's picked his great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Saliba.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Rudiger spots it and intercepts. It's played through for him.
He's having a shot! He has done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
And the first 45 minutes are up.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He has found the way through. He's in a great position here.
Hernandez
Getting this one clear. Oh, this looks sharp.
and here's Thuram. Chouameni.
Oh, that was vital.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior puts his foot on the gas. Thuram
Looks to get on the end of this. Nicely worked. Good read, needed to be.
Camavinga. France
Appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Camavinga.
Now it's Valverde. Camavinga.
He tries a shot!
A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
We have got
6,
changes here from
el
both
dorsal
sides, in
5,
fact.
El dorsal 8, el dorsal 10, el dorsal
And it's
7.
Diaz.
That's
Serán
been cut out, well
sustituidos
played.
por El dorsal 15, el dorsal 21.
They'll want to make the most of this
el dorsal
turnover.
19, el
Madrid
dorsal 9,
still have the
el
cards to
dorsal
affect
11.
this game.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio
Good
de
ball,
jugadores.
good take.
Shapes to shoot!
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
I think that defence will be feeling mightily relieved now. They were really saved by some poor finishing then.
Now it's Endrick. Mbappe. Olise.
Doué. He is just caressing the ball.
Chouameni. And it's Ceballos.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Goulart receives it in a wide position. Upamecano is there and he can get that clear. Mbappe. And here's Rodrigo. Goulart looking to get on the end of this. And that's been repelled. And he was alert to it. France do have a chance to counter here. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rodrigo. And it's Alaba. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now this could be a chance. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's found support out wide. No, he's not going to get any further than that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Out for a throw.
Cambio de jugadores.
Eder Militao. Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe! No, he couldn't get hold of it. The message is clear, none shall pass. Colomwani. Just 5 minutes left. Conte. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, they can break here.
France are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
That's an excellent interception. Carvajal.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Pass somewhat off target. Quality ball. And this is Rabiot. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Madrid really could have done without this. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
A case now of complete control. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Madrid suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Jr., in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can...
Oh, what has happened here? Alaba getting this one clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. Casemiro, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Mount. Stood up well to him there. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni. And Alaba. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball. And he's oh, smashing header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Alaba. Carvajal. And here's Xerxes. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. It's a good 35 yards out, this. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Casemiro. He's in plenty of space here. That's an excellent interception. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Madrid are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Madrid looking to pass their way through. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Bruno Fernandes. And he's had it nicked away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Šeško. Pass somewhat off target. Vinicius Junior. And it's Alaba. It's Camavinga. And it's Tchouaméni. Now Eder Militao. Can he get on the end of this? Bellingham. He's in space and looking for options. Madrid with the corner, they're first.
Goes for a shot!
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's forced to go back. Alaba. Eder Militao. Oh no, this does not look good. He's found a way through. That'll be a throw-in. Threads one in. Played it again. Cleared away. He's found a way through. Menu. Mount. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Madrid finding their passes. Now it's Camavinga. He is through here. Camavinga! Oh, it's hit the post. Looking for options. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Corner number 2 then.
And a chance!
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And it's Camavinga. Alaba.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And it's Carvajal. That ball looks a good one. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed. He's had a shot! In he goes again! There it is!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Valverde. Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Carvajal. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Pinches it off him. Shaw. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Cross flung in. Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Madrid still behind thanks to that solitary strike. There's a sharp little ball here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Valverde. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Sesko! And that has been clubbed away.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 6, el dorsal 5, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 10, el dorsal 7.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
El dorsal 15,
Rodrigo.
el dorsal 21.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
El dorsal 11.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alaba looking to get on the end of this.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
It's come to nothing. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well timed, excellent interception. And the through ball. He's picked. Great chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
He's looking wide. Aimed beyond the defence. Menu. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's Menu. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And here's Rodrigo. Madrid are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And here's Menu. Rodrigo. Goulet. And Rodrigo. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Rodrigo. Real chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Rodrigo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Menu has given away a free kick. And it's Ceballos. Nicely spread. Carvajal has it out wide and he gets big! Oh, taken with style! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
All square again into the... And that's it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Hoy se enfrentan
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfield.
Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's a decent clearance. Shaw. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Diogo Dalot has it out wide and in space.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the story. Valverde, Tchouaméni, Alaba, and it's Rudiger. Shaw makes the interception. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mount showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Knocks it out wide, played back in. Good read, needed to be. Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. Quarter of an hour played. To Bruno Fernandes. Madrid still without a single shot on target. Tchouaméni.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's a promising position. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. And now a sudden chance to counter. Menu, Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Zirkzee. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Zirkzee. Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to belt it away. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Now, can they get him away? Bellingham.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
And it's Camavinga. Vinicius to chance for a shot! Casemiro. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good take in a good area. An instinctive delivery. Oh, important interception. Mount gets good distance on it. Valverde. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Shaw has it in a wide position. That's tidy. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Ambitious ball here. Diogo Dalot puts a cross in. Cleared away. Success! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Can he get onto this? Oh, that's fabulous. Now, who's going to be first to this? And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the action is back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior chasing after it. Mount. Casemiro. Mbappe. Diogo Dalot cuts it out. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. He's in a great position here. He slings it in, and he gets rid in a hurry. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Valverde, Chouameni, and here's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! They've scored! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
¡Gol! Marcó en el minuto 56 el dorsal 5. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So time for
5.
change, and this one has been on the cards for a little
El
while.
dorsal 6.
So the first goal of the game.
El
Well, it
dorsal
looks like a bit of
7.
half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. Mount. And it's Diaz. Yoro puts his foot on the gas. Mount. Plays a sharp little... And the finish! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Dallo. Menu. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Šeško. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now this could be a chance. Endrick gets flagged offside. Can he get on the end of this? That's an excellent interception. Drive, terrific header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Ceballos. That's Rudiger. Played towards the other side. Alexander-Arnold. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Ceballos. And it's Diaz.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Brahim Diaz. Chance here to counter. Menu. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner. Great chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Alexander-Arnold. The final 5 minutes. Mount. Menu. He has a look up.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Menu, looking for the run. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Xerxes deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Shifted upfield. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
A heavy challenge. And it's Diaz. And that will be it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Well, that's it for tonight's match.